to stand in the palm of God's hand.
It's an amazing movie. How was Billy Graham involved in this movie?
Well, Billy Graham invited Corrie ten Boom. She came to this city with $50 in her pocket, out of the concentration camps, believing that God had sent her here with a message. No pit is so deep that the love of God is not deeper still. She believed that with all of her heart, Glenn. In the city, she came with $50. She tried to share the message. Some people rejected her and didn't give her an opportunity. She didn't look like someone you would expect to. Billy Graham reached out to her. He put her before the Crusades, gave her a platform. Her book, The Hiding Place, became a magnificent bestseller. The book you read and were inspired by, and I read and was inspired by. And from there, he got a burden to make this movie, The Hiding Place movie, because of the message that it has, a message that opposes the spirit of the age.
Yeah, I am. The copy I read was from that era, too.
Yeah.
And when was it originally? It was originally done in the 70s,
yes,
wasn't it?
73.
So this story is not a story that was really well known until the 70s. Nobody
Right.
really knew this story. And then it just kind of peaked and then fell away.
Well, yeah, well, Corrie died at 91, and that's an amazing story in itself. Corrie told me when I had soup with her, she said, in the concentration camps, it was my birthday, and I prayed, I said, Jesus, no one came here for my birthday. Father always made me a big cake. And she said, I looked down and there were 5 ants. And I said, thank you, Lord, for the ants. They left.
I have to tell you, the stuff that they praise the Lord for, ants and the bugs. And
Then she said, in her spirit, she heard this. Corrie, I have a birthday present for you. The last verse of the 91st Psalm. The last verse was, with long life shall I satisfy you. Well, when Corrie told me that in 72, I did not know that she would die at 91. She was told in a concentration camp prison that in essence, her life was going to be extended by 40 years. The 91st Psalm, and with long life, that was her birthday gift.
who do you think was, I mean, because I'm as much as I'm amazed by Corrie, her sister
Betsy
was phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Betsy was.
The story, and I'm not sure if it's in the, because I haven't seen the film yet, but at least in the book, when she tells the Germans, when they say, where are the Jews? And she says, under the kitchen table. And they take the tablecloth off and there's nobody there, but they were hiding under the floorboards of the kitchen table. And she said, I couldn't tell a lie. When the Germans left, the family looked at her and said, what are you doing? You're going to get us all killed. And she said, I couldn't tell a lie. Yeah. I mean, the faith of these people was astounding. Astounding.
Well, they feared God. It's like you talked to me when we dedicated your home with the mezuzah, and you put Deuteronomy 28 in there, and the blessings, they feared God, and they loved God. And out of their love for God and the fear of God, they did the right thing.
Okay. Tell me real quick before we wrap up, why somebody should read the book as opposed to just watch the movie?
Well, number one, the movie's going to give you a visual image of the story, but the book's going to take you there. It's going to, you're going into the camp. You're going to be there. You might be in your bedroom, your living room, where I read the book the first time. The book impacted me. Listen, we purchased 10,000 of these books for this week because you wouldn't settle for another book. I said to you in Jerusalem, hey, what about if we have this book or that? You said, you know what, I really believe this book, our people should, so we got the books. The book will impact them, I believe with all my heart. The same circumstances their family was faced with, we're faced with right now.
I do too.
We have to make decisions, and we can't do it without the strength that they drew from in their own personal lives.
This is the book that I asked everybody in my family to read something this summer. And read about one of the righteous among the nations. And I read the Corrie ten Boom story.
The Hiding Place.
The Hiding Place. And it's so deeply affected me. One of the best books I've ever read. And my wife saw how it was affecting me. My wife, as you've seen if you've watched the documentary On the Road to Israel, I think it's called, but if you've watched that, it's the only place in the documentary that my wife cried. She talks about this book. She saw how it affected me, and she started picking it up. She read it in about 5 days. Now, she's a mom who homeschools, and I mean, it takes her for personal reading. It takes her forever to get through stuff. She read this in about 5 days. When she finished, I knew she understood what I believed was coming. I knew she understood why I was saying prepare. I knew she had made her decision on who she was and who our family was. This book profoundly changed us. Please, if you will, go to tenboom.org and order the book. It's $25 donation. It's not paying for the book. You've donated the book. This is actually going to the foundation,
That's
right?
going to the Holocaust Museum. And by the way, when they go there, we have in Farsi. When they go through the Ten Boom house, it's in Farsi, it's in Arabic, because they recruit terrorists by denying the Holocaust. These are Christians that are telling the story of the Holocaust, not Jews. So we're telling it to Arabs that would kill other human beings, including their own people.
Right. And this is not something that I want you to watch because of the Holocaust. This is something I want you to watch because I believe it will make you a better person. It will make you a better Christian. It will, if we pattern ourselves after somebody, I started this conversation with you tonight, with you have to surround yourself with images and examples. Find somebody who is a blueprint and pattern yourself after them. If we would pattern ourselves after the Ten Boom family, the world would change overnight. I need you to be the strongest possible person you can be. Your country needs you to be the strongest possible person you can be. Tonight on the program, I talked to you about making a choice. Light and dark. Read Deuteronomy. He says, choose. Moses says, choose. Life or death, good or evil, light or dark, which are you going to be? Which are you going to choose? This will help you choose and help you stay the course. Go to tenboom.org and do it now. Mike, best. God
Honor.
bless. It's mine. Back in a minute.